welcome to Shark Bay. Welcome back to another fishing adventure. It was about the time of the year to follow the sun up north, to chase the adventure. Whoa! To explore places I've never been to before. Yep, we got something on you again. And big wave coming. Whoa! And obviously to get onto some good fish. And here we go again! First of all, we had to hit the long road before hitting the long dirt road. Enjoy! We finally arrived, and what a spot! I think we're gonna start fishing here and then work our way along into those blue holes over there. Yeah, this is us for the moment. I can already see some fish in the waves. Let's get into it. Yep, and fish on. What have we got there, longtail? Yep, long term. Here we go, first fish of the trip, long term. We're going to chuck him back in and carry on. There was a few follow-ups straight away. See you, buddy. Yep, and fish on again. What is it gonna be? Little cod. And we got a fish on again. What will it be? It's definitely a bit bigger. Long tom? Big long tom? Yeah. And here we go, the next fish. Slightly bigger long tom. I'm gonna chuck him back in. And straight back out there. And we got the next long tom on here. Oh, this one gives me definitely a little bit more work out here. Because he's failed. And also a bit bigger. Whoa! Bit me. And here we go, the next crocodile. I think after this one it's time to move on. There seems to be nothing but lots of longtail in there. Let's chuck him back in. There you go, buddy. It's just been the start. We got a few days up here, and tomorrow morning is another day, and I'm pretty confident that we're gonna get into some good fish in the next few days here. I was watching the ocean for a while this morning. There's some pretty hairy sets coming through at times. Now it's time to get into fishing. I'm gonna start casting some hard bodies. I'm definitely gonna keep a good eye on that water out there. Yep, we got something on here. Feels like another longtail. I lost it. That's a big wave. Oh wow. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh shit. That was sketchy. That was a big wave. That was like hip deep, belly button deep, strong current, and I could just keep stance with my spikes. Not sure how long we're gonna stay here. If the swell doesn't drop, if the tide doesn't actually go down and makes it safe enough, we may have to move on and find a better spot. We'll see what we're gonna do here. And again, they're jumping out there, they're just chasing it. Oh, big wave. Big wave. Oh wow. Alright, time to get out of here. Got everything packed up. We're gonna move on and look for a place that is a bit more safely fishable. better down there, a lot friendlier. We're probably a little bit higher up, so let's get into it. I reckon we're gonna go over there. Alright, let's get into casting. Yep, we got something. Come on, be a good fish. Nice! You are coming home, buddy. And here we go. Got the first fish on board. Baldchin Groper. Never caught one, so I'm really stoked about that. That's gonna be delicious. Nice. "40 centimeters. Alright, the Baldchin Groper is backed up on ice. Let's have a look what else we can get out of here. We just got snagged in our soft plastic and I decided let's put some bite on and see what happens here. Yep, we got a fish on again. Another baldy. Nice. Probably slightly bigger than the last one. Oh yeah, he's fat. And here we go. Got the next baldy on board. On bite this time. Yew! Nice and chunky one. Gonna dispatch him, put him in the bag with the other one. Yew! We're gonna be eating very well tonight. And we got him on the mat quickly. And he puts on 54. That's definitely a chunky one. That's gonna be a couple of good meals. Nice. Quickly get the fillets out and then we carry on. Alright, maybe one more fish, maybe some different species. I wouldn't mind a coral trout or some delicious cod maybe. But I'm open to whatever comes to the hook. The wind turned around just a moment ago and definitely got a little bit more rough now here. Yep. Yep. We got something on and big wave coming. What is it gonna be? I said cod, but not Wira cod. Wrong species, buddy. Something like a Rankin cod or Spangled Emperor or yeah, like maybe even a coral trout. Let's give it another try. Yeah, we got something on here again. And big wave coming. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Something took us in a snag. Oh, we lost the fish. Alright, time to get out of here. That was getting a little bit sketchy with those waves over there, and the sun is also on the way down, and I'm getting hungry, so let's find a spot to get some baldy in our tummy. Fish everywhere here. It got dark pretty quick and it's pretty windy, so I just found some shelter behind some rocks here. We got the Baldchin Groper here in the back, and I reckon it's time to eat. I haven't eaten in hours and I'm very hungry. That looks perfect. That's gonna be good. It's still a bit hot, but it's very good. Time to go to bed. I'll see us early in the morning. Back into fishing. It is already pretty late. After waking up this morning, having a quick look on the ocean, it was very stormy, unfishable. It still is pretty wild out there, but at least the wind turned to our favor. I'm going to be very careful to not get dragged in there, but let's get back into it and try to get into some fish. Geez, a wide ocean down there. I just got snagged with my soft plastic, had to retie, and now we're gonna give it a try and bite. Let's pluck that piece of herring out there. Very snaggy and unforgiving grounds down there, but we'll see how we go. I was drifting in too much. I tried to get it in. I'm snagged. I hope I'm not losing it all again. Nice. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, I'm snagged, of course. Well, we only lost a sinker, that's good. I hope there's kind of some current that drags it out for me, because down here is not as much wind as on top of the cliffs. Earlier I could see some bust ups further out. You never know, there could be some tuna coming in closer. There could be some cobia swimming by. I wouldn't mind some fun on some big trevally as well, but we'll see what we get. Well, the good news is our float is definitely drifting out there. Just have to give it line while watching to not get caught down here on the sharp reef. The braid would be... Oh, oh, oh! That was just another long tom just jumping next to my float. And I don't want to catch long tom. I want to catch something a little bit bigger. Maybe to take home as well. Yep, we're onto something. Big long tom. Oh wow, that's a pretty big long tom. Not exactly what we were after, but we got a fish on board. I'm gonna get the hooks out, chuck him back in, but that's like over a meter, I reckon. And while the last herring is defrosting, right behind me, I quickly send up the drone and show you those cool views here. The ocean is still pretty wide. Unfortunately, that hasn't changed in the meantime. But we've plugged out an even bigger herring. Big bite, big fish. Yep, and we're on again. Just spat the hooks, long tom again. Well, all I can do is keep trying. And there was a hit again. Hit again. Something bit me off. Back to soft plastics. Yep, yep, fish on. That's not a long tom, that's something good. Let's just not lose it on the rocks here. Maybe with that wave. Maybe with the next wave. No, we're stuck down there. Come on, waves. Pinky. Nice. That's not a bad one. Oh, stoked! What a challenging day! Very rough oceans, but we just got onto the goods again. Beautiful pink snapper. Happy to take that home with me. Alright, a few more casts, one more snack or one more fish, whatever happens first. And then we're gonna deal with our pinky. He's dispatched just in a cold pond. My leader is a fair bit shorter than I would like it to be, but no time to retie. Where there's one pinky, there may be more. And snagged again. Oh no. That's not gonna go well. And that's us for fishing for today. I just started packing down all my stuff. Got the pinky sorted, he's in the cool bag. I'm gonna have a little cook up, enjoy this beautiful sunset, and I'll see you in the morning. Let's get back into fishing. I actually thought it was a little bit calmer. There was just a few big sets hammering in, but anyways, we get down there and get into it. Longtail took it. You bit me up and got caught on the bloody line, eh? Alright buddy, you're going back in. Don't do that again though, otherwise I keep you as bite. And off you go. Alright, let's try that again to get past the bloody longtail and get something a bit more exciting on the hook. I think I already had a bite on the drop. I hope it wasn't a longtail biting me off when we're getting down there. Yep, we got something on here. That was a longtail again. Big wave coming. I'm snagged. That's probably a write-off. Alright, then let's continue with the heavy. Snagged immediately again? Come on! Alright, finally got both rods retied. Now we got sun all over the water here, but we're gonna work along that critical zone here, I reckon. Maybe even go a little bit more in the critical zone and see if we can bypass those longtail. That was a long time again, I reckon. There's one here right in front of us. They're bloody everywhere. Alright, I swapped over to the heavy. I'm gonna give it one more try in soft plastics before I'm gonna probably put some bait on and try that. Yep, we got some big long tom again. Big long tom. Wow, he's big. Long tom master. He's a big boy. At least he didn't bit me off. You want a kiss? We're gonna chuck him back in and then try to do bottom fishing to get something else. So we got ourselves a bait rig with some squid and see what happens here maybe. Yep, fish on. That could be a good fish. Don't get snagged. Oh no. Come on, swim out there. Oh, I don't think chances are very good here. Yep, I saw that happening. Bummer. There could have been another pinky. One new rig, one new piece of squid. Feels like my bite is just getting nibbled off each time. Yep. We've got something on here. Don't get snagged again there, no! You may be just a little bit too small, buddy. Yeah, it's a little bit too small, 35 or something. You're going back in, and there you go. I just looked that up. Baldchin Groper, I have no minimum size where I'm at here. Bummer. Highly secured. Hopefully it lasts till a big fish gets it. That's my second last piece of bait before we have to pack up. Yep, we're on. Oh, lost it. Can't be true. That felt decent. So we still got bite and we tried one more time. Yeah, we still got a little bit on there. I lost a ton of soft plastics. I lost a ton of sinkers. We're out of bait. I'm at least 1 hour behind schedule to be leaving here, but we're gonna try it on the soft plastic, 10 more casts or something, or we get snagged and then we pack up or catch a fish. Or if I lose that, then getting stupid and risking something. Yep, that's us. Alrighty, the time has come for me to get out of here. I got a long drive in front of me. I had an absolute amazing time exploring some beautiful places I've never been to catching some amazing fish, including my first ever Baldchin Gropers. I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment below, share it with your mates, and I'll see you on the next one.